Hello everyone, Aventer here. It's been only a month since we got the update Drone Age, but today we're here with a new dev blog for a new update. Call her Christmas tree, call her Pagoda waifu, but most importantly call her by her name, Fusō. Fusō already in the game. And it's been a ship that has been teased way more than even Alaska. We saw her in a trailers, we saw her in game files, we even had DMM, so a Japanese server provider for Gaijin and the whole administrator there in Japan said that Fusō is going to come to the game. And finally, after a year or so of waiting, we have Fusō, a broadside to remember. And why? Obviously, why? Fusō is the lead ship of a pair of battleships built for the Imperial Japanese Navy before and completed during World War I. Despite being a pre-World War I design, Fusō served throughout the interwar period and in World War II, thanks to modernization, and is about to embark on new campaigns after its arrival in War Thunder in the next major update, Fire and Ice. Briefly, it's a Japanese World War I era battleship built to outmatch other contemporary battleships through the use of superior firepower, but, and that's a big but, it's not the case of Andrea Doria. Fusō is coming in her last World War II retrofit, meaning pagoda mast, these beautiful pagoda masts, AA, more armor, better engines, better boilers. I mean, what's not to love? Of course, I have Congo, and I'm still biased, and Congo is the best for me, but Fusō is gonna be a very good addition, probably one of the best addition for Japan since the introduction of Hyuga and then Congo. Well, because we don't have any more battleships right now besides Haruna, but Haruna is just a copy paste with some more AA. Like I said, Hyuga introduced Japan to super dreadnoughts, Congo introduced Japan to World War II era, and Fusō has the World War II era combined with more armor. Coming to the game in her late World War II refit, Fusō packs some serious firepower thanks to numerous medium and large caliber guns, while at the same time bristling with short-range anti-air weapons and also featuring strong armor protection typical for this class of warship. Yes, of course. And the famous 356mm are coming back with 6 twin turrets, so we have 12 guns, and all of them can be fired from the broadside, and not from the broadside because Fusō has some really good firing angles, and as it's the case with the Type 91 ammunition and those guns, it has very good ballistics, so even if you're gonna bring Fusō to Naval EC, which you probably will, she will have one of the best ranges in the game. Like I said, Fusō is capable of inflicting tremendous damage upon its enemies even at long-range engagements, but especially when firing off a full salvo at a single target. Still SAP meta, but with those many cannons, it's gonna be really good. And look at her. This pagoda is, I think it's one of the most memorable pagoda masts when it comes to, well, pagoda masts. because when you say pagoda mast to someone who has interest in naval, they see Fusō or probably Yamato, not other ships like Nagato or Congo or whatever. Naturally, Fusō also possesses a healthy secondary battery consisting of 16 6-inch or 152mm cannons, with 8 guns being mounted in casemates above the armored belt on the either side of the ship's hull. Additionally, Fusō's dual-purpose armament consists of 4 dual 127mm, which can engage both aerial as well as surface targets. Basically the same guns that we have on destroyers, that we have on Congo. Those guns are really good, but only having HE and HETF. Lastly, Fusō's dedicated anti-air battery consists of an impressive 89 25mm cannons, bit less than Congo, way bit more less than Haruna, but still 89 is, I think, quite good when it comes to providing close anti-air protection. 16 dual, 8 triple, as well as 33 single turrets. AA battery is complemented with 10 heavy machine guns. It will take a truly audacious and skilled pilot to break through these AA defenses. No, it's gonna be not, because you have 7.0, so 7.3, there's gonna be a lot of Arados or other jets coming down on her and completely disregarding her anti-air defenses, but it's gonna be still quite a good protection against some slower targets like bombers, like older attackers, maybe IL-2. Being a battleship, Fuso doesn't just come fitted with impressive firepower, but also strong armor protection to boot. Namely, Fuso's main belt reaches 305mm in thickness at its strongest points, a standard figure found on most other contemporary battleships of the time period. Yes, but probably so. It's gonna be something like Alaska. Equally well protected are Fuso's main turrets and conning tower, up to 279 and 305mm of steel armor respectively, so barbettes are gonna be well protected. In addition to strong armor, another aspect which will boost Fuso's combat endurance is the size of its crew. Namely, arriving to the game in its late World War II refit, Fuso is crewed by a total of 1,900 sailors, thus having one of the largest complements in the game. I'm gonna be a bit skeptical about boosting the combat endurance, because yes, one of the biggest crew size in the game is definitely gonna help, but where are they gonna be located? If they're gonna be located in the armored compartments, then yes, it's gonna be a very big boost to protection, because they will not die as fast as some others. If they're gonna be on deck or on some less armored, easily penetratable by even like destroyer HE or something like that, still, it's quite a nice addition, don't get me wrong. As a result of all that firepower and armor protection, Fuso subsequently also displays an impressive displacement of 35,900 tons, which when coupled with her 75,000 horsepower propulsion system can bring the floating fortress up to a top speed of 21 knots, 39 km per hour. As a result, Fuso has rather average mobility in comparison with other contemporary battleships. Yes, but as someone said in the comments below, I'm not gonna show the comments because, well, maybe not, Fuso could reach the speed of 24.9 knots in her World War II retrofit. And the 24.5 knots brings her to 45-ish kilometers per hour of speed, which is, it's not the fastest. Fast battleships and battle cruisers, pretty much every nation will outspeed her, but 45 is gonna be nice, and it will allow her to keep up with a lot of team members besides those that are just going way too fast, and destroyers. Anyway, that's gonna be all from the dev block. From my point of view, I think this is gonna be a really good addition. And as I said in my previous stream, which I am really inviting you to check out, I'm streaming almost every week at midnight GMT +1. As I said, the next update will get a top tier for Japan. Here we are. Turns out Japan's getting a top tier. And it's a quite strong start for the devblocks. I'm gonna anticipate what we will see next. But let's not to spoil anything, and let's not to spoil ourselves. This will be all. If you like this content and if you like my devblock analysis, please leave a like and consider subscribing for more content like that, because let's face it, there's gonna be more naval devblocks incoming. Anyway, I hope you have a beautiful day, night, evening or an afternoon wherever you are. This was Aventer, out, see you in the next video.